Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1K. We thought we would do a quick video about us and kind of who we are, because we realized we haven't really done anything like that before. So, without further ado, here's a little bit about us. My name is Alex, and I go by Stilo. My fiance's name is Krisha, and she goes by Cree. Therefore, we call this channel Stilo and Cree Play AC. We kind of found each other online years and years ago on Instagram. How that happened was I, Stilo, was posting on Instagram. I was like, you know what? I like this outfit. I'll post this outfit and I'll put a bunch of hashtags. I thought hashtags were a bit obnoxious and I didn't really understand the point of them. So I put hashtag a bunch of stuff, hashtag like shoes, hashtag shirt, hashtag hat, and I put hashtag OOTD for outfit of the day. By some miracle, at that exact point in time, Krisha, who was multiple states away, was searching hashtag OOTD, because those of you unaware, Cree is a bit of a fashionista. Fashionista would be an understatement. She's basically the most fashionable person in the world. That's not an exaggeration, that's just a fact. So she was looking up some different outfits and stuff, and liking some of the outfits that she saw. She happened to see mine, and she dropped a like. I got the notification on my phone, and I was like, hold up, who is this? Because at the time, basically everyone that I had on Instagram was basically just like people that I knew from like high school and like some college friends and family friends, and that's pretty much it. I didn't really have a lot of like people that I hadn't met in person on my Instagram. I was like, hold up, I do not know this girl at all. I've never met her. She is not in my state, but holy crap, she looked good. Like, hot damn, diggity damn, right? So, of course, I follow her and start liking her pictures. I gotta, return favor, like her stuff, and, I'll follow her and everything, because I would definitely like to see her on my timeline. And by some miracle, she followed me back, and I was like, whoa! And that was pretty dope. And from then on, it was just kind of like, I would like her pictures and she would like my pictures from time to time. We'd leave a comment here and there, nothing really ever more than that. And fast forward to maybe like one or two, maybe like a couple years later, roughly, right? Summer of 2014, I happened to be visiting a friend in New York, and I just tweet out like, is anyone in New York type thing, and she happens to mention that she was in New York. So I'm like, hold up, she responded, she's in New York, let's grab a bite or something, say what's up. We've been following each other for a while, so I figured, shoot my shot, and see where it goes. We ended up not meeting up, and then I was a bit sad, but persistent, because at that point I was like, all right, we almost had a chance to meet up in New York, because I'm from like the DC area and she was from Chicago, so we both happen to have either friends or family in New York. So I'm like, all right. A few months pass and I'm about to go to New York again, and I message her asking like, yo, you happen to be going to New York or whatever this time? And she was like, actually I'm not, but that's so cool or whatever, that that I was like gonna like go again and everything. And from that point on, this was like October 2014, from that day forward, we have not gone like one single day, October 2014, from like not talking in some way, shape, or form. So from that point, We tried to meet up a couple of times the end of that year. I tried to meet up with her for her birthday in New York, and I was able to take a bus up to New York a couple months after that or a month after that to try to meet up with her, but her flight got canceled because Chicago snowstorms, which sucked, so I missed out on meeting her and everything. So there was a couple times I tried to go up to meet her and it was a fail, and then months and months passed by, and it's now May 2015, and we have been talking for 7-8 months every single day nonstop, and like, FaceTiming, calling all the time. And she happens to be going to New York for a weekend and lets me know, and it's like, hey, I'm going to New York this weekend. And of course, my butt isn't able to go to New York that weekend, and I'm just like sad and kind of kicking myself because I'm like, man, damn it, another time I'm missing out on meeting this girl of my dreams. But little did I know that Cree wasn't only in New York for a weekend. She took a whole week's vacation. And was it Monday, I think? I was at work, I was interning in DC. And in the middle of the day, I get a message on my computer because I always had the Gmail chat or GChat open. And she messages me and is like, yo, what's your work address again? Blah, 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 blah. Insert work address here. And then I'm like, why? And then she's like, well, I was trying to surprise you, but I'm running a bit short on time and everything, and I wanted to make sure that I went to the right place, but I ended up renting a car and I'm gonna come see you. And I was like, what? I literally just got up out of my desk and I just ran outside of the building and immediately called her, smiling the entire time, heart racing. And I was like, wait, you're coming here? And she's like, yeah, I'm driving. And I don't know, I just rented a car and I'm just gonna drive down from New York and everything. It's only a few hours and everything like that, so I'm just gonna come see you. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was super psyched, and I barely was able to focus at work that day, obviously. And I was just basically running around in circles in my head and just super excited. I literally went home and stuff and got my things because I was like, man, I gotta get us a place to stay or something because she's gonna be here in a few hours, and it's we can't just stay at my parents' house because that's random or whatever. I was just a couple years out of college, I was still living with my parents and all that. Within 30 minutes time, I had to explain to my parents that that this girl I've been talking to, I'm just gonna go meet up with her and we're gonna stay together and everything like that. They were a bit confused and everything. I mean, they knew of her obviously because I had told them about her and all that stuff, but they were still a little confused. Wait a minute, she's coming all the way here? Okay. Go ahead, just be safe. So, left, and then we finally met up whatever at this hotel and everything, and just seeing her for the first time was I don't know, it was basically better than any dream you could ever imagine. Finally being able to see her, hold her and everything, and hold hands and everything was just beyond a dream and everything. Happiest day of my life, by far. I guess it's basically up there with the joy I felt when I was able to finally propose to her. So basically, I ended up, just taking her around the area, driving her around some spots that I had mentioned to her and shown her on video chat before and all that stuff, and drove over to DC, drove by some of the monuments and everything like that, walked around. We had our first kiss by the Washington Monument, it was just the freaking best, y'all. That point, fast forward, like, for the next practically like 4 and some change years, we basically had to do back and forth from like Chicago to the DC area and long distance and stuff. And for anyone watching who is in a long distance relationship, it is super tough, but it's doable, especially if the love is there, and communication. Communication is key. It's the key with any relationship, honestly, whether it be a friendship or a work relationship, whatever. But for like a relationship, like with your significant other, definitely like the top, like most important thing ever. We constantly communicated every single day throughout the day and everything, always like making sure like, you know, each other was good, safe, and we're like, you know, again, because we're so far away, like like if someone, like if the other person needs something, like you might not be able to know as soon as you might know if you guys were actually, you know, living in the same state, or, you know, maybe a few minutes away from each other or whatnot. So definitely communication is one of the like top most important things by far that you need in any relationship, but especially in a long distance relationship. So we were doing back and forth. She would more often be the one traveling here because of my work schedule, and she would come and be able to take some additional time off work and everything. She was pretty tight like with her supervisor at her old job and everything, so she'd be able to like, you know, take like a week off work and everything like that, come here, stay here. And long distance relationships can be pretty freaking expensive. Again, for us, neither of us like had our own places, so we would have to like, you know, stay at like always like pay for hotels, pay for plane tickets and all that. It was just super expensive, but totally worth it. Like the most worth it thing ever, and I wouldn't have had it any other way, because we got to still see each other as often as we did. She would come here at least like every like 2 to 4 weeks and stay for at least a week and some change, so we'd be able to spend some good amount of time together, which we felt was important. I guess maybe every person might be different, but we are both realized and / knew that we were the type of people that we kind of like need to like actually still see each other a good amount in a relationship, and going like too long, it's just super hard for us. It might not be super hard for everybody, but for us it was very difficult to go on many many weeks without seeing each other. Just 2 or 3 weeks was already a lot, honestly, for us. So that's basically our story. And from that, you know, we would always try to plan our trips and everything, check out museums and different like stuff in DC, different stuff out in Chicago, like see your family, see my family, go to different family events and spend holidays with each other's families and stuff. So a lot of traveling, a lot of expenses and everything, but again, all totally worth it. And then back in summer 2019, I was finally able to propose and create her dream ring, which took me years and years of saving, but it was totally worth it, because I don't know, I just, you know, always want to make sure that she like gets the things that she wants and her dream things, because I just think she deserves it, and I just want to make sure that she's always happy and try to do whatever I can like in my power to make sure that she's good and she's happy and all that stuff. So finally we were able to get engaged. So another very important thing for anyone in any relationship, especially long distance relationship, but probably in a relationship, make sure you guys have a plan and communicate, because we had been, in addition to me saving for like a proposal and for her ring, the both of us had been saving together for a down payment to buy a home, because we knew we didn't want to do this long distance crap forever. Just a few months after getting engaged, we finally bought our first house just a few miles outside DC here in VA, and we started fixing it up and everything. The plan was to maybe try to wait until we were married in September to live together, but COVID happened back in March. Well, before March, but the lockdowns and all that stuff and official declaration of pandemic happened in March. So from that point on, I basically told her family, I'm just gonna, steal her from y'all. Hope you don't mind. And they were like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Pretty much. So that's basically what happened. And Cree's been living here ever since and everything. It's been, amazing finally having her here with me, just living together, being able to slowly decorate our house and everything. We have a lot of ways to go, but we're just happy that we can be with each other every single day and everything, wake up by each other's side and everything like that. It's just really, really amazing and really awesome. And as far as that, like our story, that's kind of like more of our story and everything. For those of you who are wondering or curious as to who these Animal Crossing characters are, we got this game about Korea Switch Lite back when Animal Crossing came out and everything. Had to wait outside of a GameStop or whatever with like a mask on and all that stuff when it came out, but I was so glad that we were able to get it because she was obsessed with it, and then I became obsessed with it, and I had to get my own copy because I kept bugging her to play her copy. So yeah, we both just became obsessed with the game. We just love it. We love the community. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, who has supported us in any way, who's ever helped us by retweeting us or sharing our content or whatever. We definitely appreciate it. You guys have no idea. Our hope is to keep creating content and everything, and hopefully help to inspire the community and help out in different ways that we can and stuff. Because again, despite there being, of course, we know some problematic members of the community, we see a lot of amazing talent and a lot of amazing support and great things in the community, and we hope to amplify that and be a part of that as well. So that's pretty much it about us. But for everyone watching, make sure you drop a like on the video, drop a comment, I guess, what your thoughts are. Did you learning a little bit about us, or was that kind of completely unnecessary and boring? Just drop your thoughts below and let us know what your thoughts are. But as always, hope that y'all are staying safe and taking care, and we will see you next time.